In this video, we're going to look at how to obtain the project coordinates from another model. For my projects, we typically use the architectural model as the project base point, right? Like the actual location. What happens is that each consultant may work with different base points. And if you were to upload all of these models into Revizto, Navisworks, or other platforms, they may end up in different places. So we're going to ensure that all of them are in the same location, right? So the first step is going to go, we're going to go into the Manage tab, and we're going to go into the Manage Links. And we're going to ensure that this structural model that we're looking at has actually the architectural model linked, which is going to be the one from which we are going to obtain the coordinates. These files have already been uploaded to Autodesk Construction Cloud. So we're going to say reload from. And we are going to search for that cloud model, not local model. So we have Autodesk docs over there, of course, project files, coordination. Just find the location where you got them. We're going to use the files that we uploaded over there, and you can see I have the architectural. So that is going to take a minute. Okay, we can ignore this message. And you can see that the model has been loaded, and it's a cloud model. So I should be able to click OK. I should be able to open a 3D view. And let's go into the VG tab. So Revit links, seems like this architectural is not showing up, even though it's turned on. Let's see. Oh, that's probably why. Let's go into walls, windows. Let's just activate a few things just to ensure that we can see that that model, is loaded correctly. There you go. So now you can see that this is actually from that linked Revit model. Okay, so let's do the primary task of this video. So we're going to go into the Manage tab up here. We're going to go into coordinates, and we're actually going to reset the shared coordinates. We can close this message. And now what we're going to do is we're going to acquire the coordinates from a linked model. So, all right, I click on that. You can see at the bottom it says select a link project for which you have acquired the shared coordinates, and I'm going to make sure that I'm selecting the architectural. So as I hover over that roof, you can see how at the bottom of the screen that is the architectural one actually just popped in as well. So I'm going to click on it, and it is going to start the process of obtaining the coordinates. Beautiful. So now you obtain it. And now we are ready to, one, save these as well as export it into Revizto. So let's set up our viewpoint because if I want this to be my viewpoint, I want to hide a few things because I don't want to export that link model. I'm going to call it 3D Visto export Arkins. This is just for clarity. You can name it however you want. That's how I like to keep mine. And then I'm going to go into VG. I am going to deactivate all of the other link models. I am actually going to turn off everything from this model. So let's see how that's going to look. Annotation categories, we're going to keep them off. We want to keep the analytical model category off. You're going to have to make an assessment regarding what we do here. There's no filters. And then regarding work sets, this structural model doesn't have any, but typically other models will have some other types of work sets. So you're going to have to make an assessment which ones do you turn on and off. So let's get that going. All right. All right. So all right, so roofs we don't care about, right? We do not care about these windows. So now that this is in great shape, has the elements that I want, I'm going to change this or leave it to the fine level. I am going to change the visual style to realistic. Now I am ready to export to Revizto. We're going to click publish. I'm going to link it to an existing project. Laurel, selected it there. And yeah, we're going to update an existing model. This is the one. You can see how it has the same name nomenclature. I just have a slight name change because, you know, we're just getting to our design. You're going to link that source model. Click OK. And then make sure that you export textures. For this model, I don't care about rooms. Those are going to come from the architectural. Same thing for areas. We're going to leave grids. I do not care about viewpoints. And I do want to publish the sheets. There we go. We do all of these sheets. I use the parallel sheets data. I do not want this checked because otherwise it would export files or sheets from another file. And then we're ready to go. Let's click save and let's click export, and that's going to start the export process. So hopefully these has been useful. This is a video that explains how to obtain the project base point and how to create the Revizto export view using Revit.